I seriously don't know how this is happening. I seriously don't know how we are letting him do this. This situation is even worse than letting bronze players teach you how to play games. I really hope this video is fake and clickbait and cancel Sorada Troll for faking everything, but this whole thing is somehow real. And it's happening within my family. Yeah, my dad's situation just got worse. My mom basically is about to lose literally everything she has because of my dad who's in debt for buying interesting services. Like, not only her money, but my mom is literally about to lose everything she has. Like, all her belongings. Because of my dad being in debt for buying interesting services. I don't know if there are any villains like this in any anime, but as far as I know, this is one of the craziest villains in real life, at least. If you guys are curious about what kind of interesting services my dad has been buying, I'll just let you guess. But it's more degenerate than any of the things you've seen on my channel as far as I know. It's something he has to do behind everybody in my family, and he thinks we don't know. But I know everything, but I'm not gonna talk about it here on my channel. So the villain in this story is my dad, who became infamous for blasting adult videos 24/7 while moaning to it, and told me to pay for the house I owned, which makes no sense, and sounds like a story written by an internet troll on Reddit. But this is non-fictional. Yeah, that's my dad who watches adult videos and he goes ah while watching them from 7 AM to 11 PM all day long. For my dad, watching adult videos is so immersive that he couldn't stop moaning, or rather screaming, watching those. So instead of screaming technique names like anime characters, he moans real hard. Yeah, that's the villain in this story, and now lawyers are involved. He really messed up this time and his life is pretty much over now. Like actually. And I guess he decided to ruin my mom at the same time too. Yeah, like, I'm done, so you get down with me energy is basically going on here. Like, this energy is pretty much like the same as online game players who throw intentionally to get everybody involved. So let me explain what has happened really quick, for those who hasn't been following my dad's lore. So, there's my dad. 3 years ago, he used me and generated $40,000 from me and kicked me out of the house I owned. Which still makes no sense, but it actually happened. And 3 days ago, or maybe 2, he called my sister and told my family he is $50,000 in debt, and basically told my family to pay for it, which is quite hilarious. He basically did this thing where kids say, "Mom, I bought V-Bucks with your credit card," as a 64-year-old. But he doesn't play Roblox or Fortnite. He just did shady stuff, and is trying to make my family pay for it. Long story short, my mom decided to use her inheritance and cover $15,000, and my brother decided to cover $15,000, and they decided to make my dad pay for the rest, like $20,000, as it's his own shady debt. And I made a video about 2 days ago and decided to give my mom $10,000 because she's about to lose all her savings and she doesn't truly deserve this. So that's the recap of this horribly written cringe story coming from Japan based on what's actually happening in my family. And yeah, it got worse just now. Yeah, my dad is legit just a cringe villain at this point. I want you guys to meme about him everywhere, and I will give you permission, as I got permission from my brother. Okay, 8:11 PM in Japan time today, I got a phone call from my brother. He sounded extremely exhausted and he kinda said he's sort of depressed and is about to be done. So I was like, "Sup, what's going on? Did you watch anything cringy on my channel or something?" And he was like, "As to Dad, we have to cut ties with him." So I basically started clapping and I told him, "Dude, I already did that a while ago. I'm ahead of you, wrecked." And then he was like, "Yeah, but I need your help." He sounded quite serious. My brother is a troll like me, and I've never heard him say, "I need your help," so it's that situation. So according to my brother, the situation's now this. My dad has to pay $20,000 as it's his debt. But as a cringe villain, he doesn't know how to make that much money, because he's simply cringier than any of the streamers that cause problems for views in 2024. So my family told him to sell the house he lives in now, which he kicked me out of after generating $40,000 from me, and I own the house, by the way. When my family told him to sell the house to pay for his debt, my dad apparently said, no. Losing the house means he has to live with my mom and my brother, but he really doesn't want to do it because he buys interest in services, you know what I mean? He wouldn't be able to do that if he lives with my brother and my mom. And my dad basically said, I won't sell the house, F off, to my brother and my mom, while making my brother and my mom pay for his own debt. Like, what's the actual... I don't know what that F-off energy came from, but you know he's that guy from GTA now. And my brother was apparently checking real estate related websites, and he found my dad's house being on there. So my brother got real confused as my dad said, I won't sell the house. So my brother just went to my dad's house and asked him why dad's house is on those websites. And my dad raged real hard. Like, really hard. Think of those Call of Duty ragers, but 10 times worse, and it's happening in real life, but it's coming from your own dad. And this situation makes no sense as he's forcing my brother and my mom pay for his own debt. So long story short, my dad told my brother, this is my house and stop telling me what to do in the worst way possible. And my brother basically told me my dad's ragey controlling behavior has been there for a while, and he was quite stressed out and depressed. So he wanted to cut ties with my dad completely. So I was like, lol, I did that a while ago, wrecked. But then here's the thing, it's apparently not that easy and he needed my help to make it happen. And according to my brother, lawyers are involved with this situation now, but I won't say much about it for obvious reasons. So my dad is in $50,000 debt. My brother is going to cover $15,000. My mom's going to cover another $15,000. My dad has to pay for the rest, but he can't unless he sells the house. But if he sells the house, my dad has to live with my brother's family as it is supposed to be a two-family house. But my brother is completely done with my dad, almost to the F that dude point. So my brother doesn't want to have my dad in the house. So he told my mom about it. Then my mom basically decided to pull out all the secret belongings she had, all the secret money she had, literally everything she had to generate $50,000 for my dad instead, and she decided to pay for all my dad's debt herself, as she doesn't want to cause trouble for us, like her kids. This is truly insane, and I seriously didn't know my mom was hiding her ultimate technique like the characters from the anime called Bleach. But then my dad is like, lol, I mean, if it works, it's whatever. Yeah, like, this dude is actually a villain in real life. Like a crazy one. So my brother decided to call me as he doesn't want our mom to pay for the villain's debt, as she doesn't deserve it. My brother wanted me to pay the half of my dad's debt so our mom doesn't get used by that cringe lord for 2069 anymore. My brother basically said, I'll pay $25,000. Can you pay another $25,000? And I said, I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, so I was going to either way. So I accepted his offer. Then our mom wouldn't be in debt and she doesn't have to lose literally everything she has for that cringe lord. So that's the story, but let me just answer some of the questions I will probably get in the comments beforehand. 1. Can't he just file for personal bankruptcy? He apparently can't with that amount, and the guarantors are his family, so us. 2. Can't you just ignore him? The guarantors are apparently us. We have to deal with it, and my mom decided to be a protagonist, but my brother wants to stop it. 3. Why is your mom still married to the cringe lord? We've been curious, and my brother's going to tell my mom to get divorced. According to my brother, she'll say no to our money offer too, and she won't probably get divorced, but let's see. 4. But that cringe lord is still going to be in debt even if you pay for it. My sister's working on it and she just blocked my dad from being in debt, which means he can't use a credit card or he can't borrow anymore. 5. Why are you doing this video? Well, that cringe lord is using my family for money, so I'm using him for content. And I'm going to meme this cringe lord on my channel forever. Oh yes, and I'm using this cringe lords to advertise my memberships. I spam streams in membership streams, so if you wanted to actually talk to Sora, join it, and I'll be there. There are usually 30 people in each stream, and I think it's like less than $3 too. 6. So are you actually paying $25,000? Yes, I am. That's a lot of money, but my brother needs my help to cut ties with that cringe lord, so I have to. But I got savings, so I can just do that. So, if you wanted to meme about my dad, do it, and I got permission from my brother, so you'll be all fine. Oh yeah, I will talk about this on stream again since I want to use him for content more. So I'll hear your opinions there, everybody. See you there on stream. October 27th, at 10 PM in Japan time. My dad ruined my family. We'll be live on YouTube! And I will talk about how it went too. And yeah, the memberships actually help me out too, so thank you so much.